Hey folks, how you guys doing? Hope you're all having a great day today. Hopefully you're not panicking over this weird situation that we're all in. Just an odd situation for everybody. Hopefully everyone's doing good. So I haven't published a vlog video in a while. I haven't published anything in a while. Working on a couple different things, bouncing back and forth. Got some shipping delays in hardware. Everything's slowed down. And it's just like there's no rush to just bust out content, so we're slowing down here. I say we because I hired a apprentice slash helper here in the shop, someone who's no woodworking knowledge but is really interested in it and has a good work ethic and a good mindset. So things are looking out with him, Mr. Thomas. You'll see him in the next two videos that I'm working on right now. So what am I working on? I got the CNC machine built. There it is over there, 4 foot by 10 foot, which is pretty cool. It's built, it's running, I've been using it, but I don't have dust collection completed. Let me go back over here, maybe you can see it on the ceiling. So I've got another, all right, see that run right there? I've got another run of dust collection going to the CNC machine, but, whoa. But I don't have it hooked up. Now I'm not level. That's gonna bug me. All right, so I don't have the dust collection hooked up because I don't have a dust boot cut and fit for the machine. I ordered one from an online retailer, and I don't wanna throw them under the bus, and there was no notification of anything about it being back ordered when I bought it. Just a single dust boot that would fit my collet, and ordered it, and like 5 days later, I'm like, what's going on? So I checked going on their website, and apparently it hasn't shipped. Called them up. They said, oh, well, that's back ordered. No notification of it being back ordered. Nothing online saying it was back ordered. So I won't have that until the end of March. Well, I went ahead and canceled that. And then I found the CNC router parts, Avid CNC, CNCrouterparts.com. There's a free tutorial on how to make your own. So I ordered the parts to make my own, downloaded the vector files, the VCarve files, they're vectors, for it, and then it's for a single 4-inch dust collection hose. So the spindle and then the 4-inch dust collection hose, and I copied it, flipped it horizontal, so then I have two 4-inch dust collection hoses for the single spindle. Cut it out, and it warped like this, bad, on the 1-inch HDPE. So very carefully, I tried to just, see how much flex there was. Broke it in half, didn't have enough to cut another one. So that was an expensive screw up. Ordered more stuff to make a different one. And this time I'm going with I'm basically gonna make the dust boot that Axiom imports and sells for their machine. So it's like an acrylic plate that clamps around, the plate itself clamps around the spindle. And I'm gonna duplicate that on both sides for 4-inch, but it's gonna be clear acrylic and then a white HDPE magnet plate that comes on the bottom for the brushes. So I ordered the stuff for it, and Amazon's starting to have delays because of the whole virus situation, so that got pushed back quite a bit. It's not gonna come out, that one's not gonna come here until, I think it said Tuesday, and I ordered it early this week. So I don't know what's going on with that shipping delay. Amazon has started to see the effects of this as well, effects of the virus. So that is delayed on getting the dust collection set up on it. Once the dust collection is set, then I can surface the spoil board and then add my second layer, which will most likely be T-track. I'm trying to get the T-track here, and that's another situation. So there's that, and then also I have a vertical table in mind that I want to do. And if you check out my Instagram, if you guys follow me on Instagram, actually I'll just post the pictures in the video. I could do that in video editing, right? Also, here's basically, this is my design for the spoil board and also the vertical table. The vertical table will allow me to do joinery on the ends of boards, which is really, really fascinating to me, something that I really want to explore. All of this CNC stuff may not generate a lot of interest, but I simply do not care. It is fascinating to me, and it's something that I want to explore and hopefully present it in such a way that is interesting to other people. People who are interested in CNC machines can, hopefully that'll provide some information for those groups of people. And if you're not interested in CNC machines, hopefully at least it's a little bit entertaining / interesting. So I've already recorded, well, I've recorded a lot, but I've already completed the first video in this new CNC series. I'm starting a series of videos that are dedicated to the setup of the machine. And I'm not talking about just building the machine itself, because I did have to do that. That'll be part of the series. Just kind of glossed over building it. You know, there's no need for an instructional video on how to build one of these machines because it's already out there. Great tutorials on PDF form. So this will be just kind of glossing over that, and then anything that I do to set up the machine as far as wasteboard, the dust boot, the grid that I'll put in the wasteboard, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and hopefully that's some informational stuff that could benefit people. But like I said, I have some shipping delays on it, so I'm delaying the publishing of all of that. That way I can have, because it's not going to be like just really popular content, I should say, super high interest to the masses. Because of that, I want to kind of like release the content close to one another so you can kind of follow along with the series rather than waiting a week or so. So there's that. I'm sitting on a video, and I got probably enough content for 1 or maybe 2 more I will have real soon. So I'm bouncing back and forth between the CNC build and then this build, which is an ash jewelry cabinet for my wife. And once again, waiting on hardware from Amazon. I buy a lot of my stuff on Amazon simply because simply because I live in a small town now, just west of Starkville, Mississippi, and there's 700 people in this town. It's a half-hour, 25-minute drive back to Starkville, which isn't really a big town in itself. There's no real good woodworking resources here in Mississippi, for that matter, especially not where I live. And not a lot of good hardware options. There's a lot of, generic stuff like in the hardware section of Lowe's kind of thing. But for cabinetry, I just got to find it online and order it. So I ordered all the hardware for this, and the cup hooks, all the hardware is black. The cup hooks that are going to be basically like the main thing to hold the jewelry, they're going to be up here, and then I think some down here. They're being delayed. Also some in the door. This is going to be a mirror, and so they're being delayed to, again, I think next Tuesday. So once they come, and I can finish this one up, and also, I guess you guys can see. So I've got 2 pretty nice dovetail drawers that are going to go in here. This wood is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't say that enough. Absolutely love this stuff. Is it going to focus? There we go. Absolutely beautiful stuff. So all of this joinery, dovetail joints, every bit of the joinery for this whole cabinet. Dovetail drawers. This has got through mortise and tenon, so all your horizontal pieces here have dual mortise and tenon to the sides, except this one, it's a single. The frame for the door is a nice big mortise and tenon. Of course, the dovetails here. All of the joinery was done on the Panto router. Very, 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 very fast machine. Once you get it set up, you do the setup time 1 time, dial it in perfectly, and then it doesn't matter if you're cutting 1 or 10,000. It just fits. I love that machine. It's a really nice concept and execution. So what's that leave me to? Yeah, I'm bouncing back and forth between these 2. I'm not rushing anything simply because there's no need to rush anything. But I'm at a standstill once again, so maybe start a 3rd project, which is kind of crazy because I have a hard time keeping up with 1 or 2 projects. I have a difficult time focusing on one specific task when I have distractions. I'm very, very easily distracted. So I don't know, like the whole world's slowing down because of this virus. I guess I'm slowing down too. I'm in a fortunate situation that I work from home, so I'm not around a bunch of people. I don't know, it's just a weird time, right? There's just The world is just weird right now, just odd. None of us are used to stuff like this. Nobody in my little small town is panicking. All their grocery shelves are stocked. We have toilet paper in my town. It's just weird. So I guess that's a little bit of an update for you guys. Not publishing stuff because I got some delays. Oh, one more very, very, very annoying thing. So because like I said, I can't find hardware locally. I buy everything on Amazon. So you just have to trust reviews, and you have to trust that you're going to hopefully get a good product. Well, these hinges are horrible, absolutely horrible. Not only is there a tremendous amount of slop in them, but the screws that you're given for them, which I know cheap hinges off of Amazon or cheap hinges anywhere, are not going to have the best quality screws. But I put the screws in there with a screwdriver, not torquing anything down crazy, pre-drilling the screws because it is a hardwood that is ash. And I had one spot, the bottom screw on the bottom hinge. As I'm screwing it down, there's still like a 1/16 of an inch before the screw touches the countersink actually goes to the bottom, you know, and the screw breaks off. I'm like, oh crap, all right, no big deal, don't panic. Set the other screw in place on the other side and leave it there, and then use that self-centering drill bit to drill out the metal of the first screw. The drill should hit it perfectly, right? It worked like a charm. Drilled it out. Everything's good to go. Second screw that I put in that same hole, I put a little bit of wax around so it'll have an easier time getting down into that spot. Apparently there's a little section of knot or tightness or really hard wood inside that hole because second screw, same exact thing. Screwdriver, not going real fast, not going real hard. It just spins the top off the screw and breaks again. So I've got two broken screws in the exact same hole, the bottom hole of the bottom hinge. I don't know if I'll mention that in the video because there's really nothing to be learned from that. If any type of mistakes, stupid stuff like that, I'll only put in the videos if there's something to learn from it. Just cheap hardware, so that was a bummer. It's still broken off in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Structurally, it doesn't need that screw. There's plenty of screws for that whole hinge thing, so I may just file off the bottom side of that screw and just put a little dab of epoxy, set it in place and be like, yeah, there's a screw there, because there literally is. It's just frustrating. Cheap hardware. I think that's all I got. You guys take care, have a great day. Wash your hands, and I'll talk to you in the next video.